In Ames, Iowa, a college golf champion murdered while playing an early morning round of golf by herself. The attack seemingly random, and now we're learning the man charged with her murder has a violent past.
Yeah, Nicole, Colin Richards appeared in court Tuesday, and court documents say he has a criminal record, including charges of domestic abuse and assault. Channel 8 Eyewitness News reporter Brianna Campbell is live in our newsroom this morning. Brian, good to see you.
Good morning, Owen and Nicole. An acquaintance of Richards said that a few days before Thalia Barquin Arosamena's murder, Richards mentioned having the, quote, urge to rape and kill a woman. Now the Iowa State community is trying to make sense of Thalia's tragic and sudden death. In a seemingly random act of violence, an Iowa State University standout golfer brutally murdered Monday morning at a golf course in Ames. 22-year-old Thalia Barquin Arosamena was found stabbed to death in a pond. Her alleged killer, 22-year-old Colin Richards, captured just hours later at a homeless camp nearby.
We have charged Richards with murder in the first degree, a Class A felony.
Thalia was recently named Iowa State's Female Athlete of the Year, and she won the 2018 Big 12 championship. Athletic Director Jamie Pollard overcome with emotion on losing a member of the Cyclone family.
Losing one of our student athletes is like losing a child. I mean, I know myself, it hit me about 1 o'clock last night. Because you spend all day just figuring out, how do I fix it?
The golf course she was at was one the Spain native had played hundreds of times before. Aside from being an accomplished golfer, Thalia was finishing her civil engineering degree. The Iowa State women's golf coach spoke with Thalia's mother, who stands by her choice to trust Iowa State with her daughter.
I guess the thing that meant the most to me was that she said Phil was happy every day that she was there. And even though all this has happened, if we had this to decide all over again, we would still send her to Iowa State.
Thalia's death now leaving the entire Ames community stunned by this random attack.
I'm glad we live in a community that this is actually something that stops all of us in its tracks, in our tracks. There's plenty of places, unfortunately, in our world that you all wouldn't even be in here covering it if it had happened. That doesn't make it any easier.
And in a heartbreaking irony, Thalia was set to be honored for Female Athlete of the Year at Iowa State's football game this Saturday. Now the school has decided that they will go forward with honoring her and her legacy, and all fans have been asked to wear gold in Thalia's memory.
And Brian, here's a state still reeling from the Molly Tibbetts murder. Now this young lady, and she had so much potential, civil engineering student, great golfer, and she had the world ahead of her.
She did. She had a very bright future, both in her athletics and in her academics, and it's definitely been a difficult past couple of months for Iowa, and now a new wave of hurt coming for those at Iowa State.
All right, Brian, thank you very much for that report this morning.